What is going on, everyone? Welcome in Week 17 preview with the C Sports Show. What is up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm ready for this shit, man. Week 17, man, I cannot wait. Last week, we got a lot of scenarios going on. Dallas, New York, Washington also trying to get in. Tennessee, Indianapolis, a lot of teams, Arizona, the Rams, a lot of teams still trying to get in, man. A lot of stuff still going on. So let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
dude. Who would have thought, bro, that we would have been here so quickly? The season went by really fast for me, bro. You got NBA already going?
Yeah, remember we thought it was going to get canceled because of the virus back in like week 5, and now here we're on week 17. It's amazing. Good job by the NFL. They only had 30 out of the 32 teams, did good. I mean, other than Tennessee and Baltimore, everybody did a good job, I thought, with the virus.
Definitely, bro. Want to welcome in Alex, bro. He's in here. How's it going,
Alex,
bro?
how you doing, Alex? Welcome.
The Knicks, bro. They had a tough game today, right? But they've been playing a lot better than we thought they would, bro.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of the Knicks Toronto game, and then I watched a little bit of the what was that other game going on? The Pelicans and Thunder. Yeah, Pelicans are killing them. Obviously, I think the Thunder are tanking for the first round pick.
Yep. And Ashley's in here. Welcome in, Ashley. How you doing?
Welcome in.
So we're gonna get right to it, bro. The game that everyone's hyped up about is the Bills versus the Dolphins, just because of that rivalry. We saw Fitzpatrick go down already, though, so this game should be a pretty easy win for Buffalo.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna try to do the same thing again. And we're gonna start off with Tua Tagovailoa, and then maybe like in the third quarter put in Fitzpatrick to finish it off. And yeah, that's not an option anymore. And I feel that with Buffalo's defense and even Josh Allen, I feel it's gonna be too much of a task for Tua Tagovailoa. So sadly, I think Miami season might be coming to an end this Sunday.
Bofos, he says, me vale mierda week 17 NFL.
Yeah. Go 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I'm the same way, mofo. We're the same way. We actually have to show up and actually play, though, because we gotta see if we actually have to help out the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants, possibly. We'll see what happens.
Alex says that the Knicks, bro, they might be losing the next couple of games. They got some tough games coming up, right?
The Knicks, yeah. And Julius Randle went down with a thigh injury or something. I don't know what happened. I was back and forth between those two games, and yeah.
Guys got to a great start too.
The game that was worth it was the Chicago Washington game, but that was like a day game. So that pissed me off a little bit, but whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this guy's season, man? Josh Allen's getting a lot of hype in the NFL world. They're trying to cross this guy over to like the mainstream audience, right? They're trying to like make him a star. What do you think about this guy? You think he's ready? Or you think it's too soon?
I mean, it's unbelievable because he comes from that small school Wyoming. Now he's like in Buffalo, which is pretty much like New York, So I think he's going to finish third in the MVP behind Rodgers and Mahomes. I really do. He's looking pretty damn good. He's really improved, man. I think he's by far the best quarterback they have since Jim Kelly. So looking really
hell
good.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. A lot of people online though are saying that he's having a great year because they got Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
and he's making them look really good. You still gotta throw him the ball in the right timing and the windows and everything. So they've stepped it up a lot this year. This Buffalo team, a lot of hype on them going to the playoffs, but it's gonna be tough, bro. They're gonna it's Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Says that. Yeah, sorry, bro. Go for it.
No, I think they have a chance to at least make it to the AFC Championship game. We'll see though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Mofo's mentioned the same thing, that it's the playoffs is when it counts, bro. The Bills are 1995 was the last time they won a playoff game. They're 0-2 with McDermott, so they gotta get one playoff win before we talk about AFC Championship game and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll get into it, man. And this guy's out of the game, bro. Fitzpatrick, they're gonna go with Tua. A lot more easier road for the Bills to get this win.
Yeah, I don't know. Tua, I don't know. I think he really missed. I think he really suffered from not being able to have like OTAs and many. I don't know. He doesn't look. I don't know. But then again, you look at Justin Herbert. He looks fantastic. So I don't know.
It could be Flores. He wants to win now, so it's a lot more pressure on Tua. Justin Herbert, right? If he loses and he wins, it's not really a lot of pressure on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot more pressure on Tua Tagovailoa.
What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? He says that he's okay with the Orlando Magic to take the L today.
Yeah, they got blown out by Philadelphia. That was terrible. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe next time. You guys are what? You guys are 4-1 now, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fucking 4-1, dude. You were mentioning earlier on your hangout that these NBA games are really hit and miss. It's tough to see if a team's going to really prepare to play basketball, or they're going to like rest and you know what I mean, not rest, but not give it 100% because they got some other games in the schedule.
The only good game that was worth tonight was the Utah Phoenix game. That's everything else is a shit show tonight.
Yeah, Mofo, that defense is good, bro. They got a really good secondary, that Buffalo team.
Yeah, they got a good team.
Seth Curry hit 5 threes, dude. That's insane.
The
Mavericks, bro. Mavericks are really stupid for letting that guy go, man. Pardon my French, but they're dumb, bro. They should have never let that guy go.
Yeah, the Mavericks are off to a slow start. Luka Doncic is off to a slow start. I don't know what's going on over there. He was putting up extra shots yesterday after the game. I don't know if he's
he looks a little bit out of shape. He looks a little bit out of shape, Luka, to me.
I think he vacationed probably too much because he only had like 3 months. So I think he didn't take the. I don't know. I don't know. James Harden. It's weird because like Luka looks like he's in shape, but he's not in shape, and Harden looks like he's not in shape, and he's in shape. I don't understand.
Bro, Harden is fucking gifted, man. We were talking a lot of shit in the NBA season preview, but the guy has. Who knows if that's gonna mess him up in the future? All that weight he's carrying, but right now he's producing, right?
But again, I think by February he'll probably be back to his normal weight. Probably.
That was a good one. Harden and 33, and I think John Wall like 20 something. This John Wall's first game with the Rockets. Mofo was mentioning that shit.
Yeah, and then you see James Harden. He was like, "Well, I really like the coach, Steven Salas." So now there's reports that he might be willing to stay now because I guess he's excited about this coach. But I think
he's smart. He's playing ball.
Yeah,
and he's smart to play ball. Iverson, the Suns, bro, they're off to a 4-1 start if they can hold on tonight against the Utah Jazz.
What's the score on that game?
Iverson says that they're up by 13 at halftime.
Oh, okay. I'm telling you, the Suns are like any given fucking night they can win. I mean, with that team they got,
right?
They
run a lot, dude. They run. They don't take nights off. So far, every single game they've been running.
Yeah, man. This is by far the best team they had since the Steve Nash days, by far.
So going back right here quickly to the NFL CE, this game plays off of this Pittsburgh Cleveland game, because if the Bills were to lose this game and the Steelers win, now the Bills get dropped off to that 3 seed. But Pittsburgh did them a solid, and they're going to go with Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, because I think if there was a bye week like they're used to, I think they would have played Ben Roethlisberger. But I think Mike Tomlin is like, you know what? I think their bye week was week 4. Remember, because they were playing to play Tennessee, and the game got postponed, and they had to give up their bye week so they could do the Tennessee game. So they hadn't had a bye week since week 4. Well, that was a long time ago. That was like back in October, I think, September. So I think Mike Tomlin said, you know what? There's not a bye week if we get the 2 seed. Let's just get the 3 seed and let's get Ben Roethlisberger that bye week, because he looks like he might need a bye week.
Yeah, bro. He's really checked up, man. Poor guy. I feel bad for Big Ben, man. He's all messed up. Sorry.
His shoulder's like dead almost. He flicks it. He doesn't like pull it. There's something.
I think his shoulders fucked up, his knees fucked up, his hip. Yeah. He's on his way out of the NFL.
Dude, I never seen
Tomlin's so faithful to him, you know.
Yeah, I never seen that shit in my life. That he's all fucking banged up. He can't even do a play action. That's crazy.
Yeah. What's up, Kobe? Kobe's in here also.
Kobe, what up, Kobe?
And Mofo makes a good comment. It could be a part 2 of Myles Garrett versus
that was funny. That was funny that out of all the damn teams, he ended up playing against the fucking Cleveland Browns. That was crazy.
A prayer for Mason Rudolph, bro.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So moving right along, another couple games that have implications in terms of who's going to host a playoff game, bro. Okay, who's going to host a playoff game? One of these teams is going to host a 2020 playoff game.
I think it's either going to be Washington or Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be New York. And then if Alex Smith plays, I think Washington will beat Philadelphia. And if Haneke has to play, then I think Philadelphia wins and then I think Dallas gets in. I don't see New York getting in. I don't know. I don't think they're playing. Daniel Jones is. I don't know. I think he's hurt or something. He's looking at the stat.
That's a good thing you mentioned about Mr. Daniel Jones because he is going to play.
He is going to play, but ever since he had that hamstring injury, he hasn't been the same quarterback.
That's true. I mean, you still want your number one in there, right?
Of course.
Right, but he has been messed up, and he turns the ball over. Mofo likes your pick. He's going with the Cowboys to take the NFC East, and the Eagles. Oh, yeah, I like that pick. I like the Eagles to beat the Washington football team, just because Washington they're a mess right now, bro. They're a shit show.
And Jalen Hurts is going to be motivated because he had a shit show versus Dallas, so he's going to want to prove, hey, I am the quarterback of the future, not Carson Wentz. So he's going to be motivated too. So if Heineke plays with a motivated Jalen Hurts, I got Philadelphia.
Right. That's a great game if you want to make a little lettuce on that Philly Eagles game because I don't think Washington's going to win that shit. I mean, that could be wrong, but that's a good chance for the Eagles to build off to next year. Right?
Yeah.
And so right here, bro, the Daniel Jones, he practiced today, and the safety, he also practiced today. And they got the Sterling Shepard to practice, so they're going to get some dudes back. I don't know, bro. This is a tough pick for me, right? Because everyone's going to go with the Cowboys, but the Giants are at home. That defense is really good. Andy Dalton, we saw, he plays good, but do you think he has what it takes to? I
read an article last night that ever since the bye week, he's 4-2. He's like, I think he's figuring out stuff in the playbook. I think he just got thrown in there when Prescott got hurt, and I think I saw that after the bye week. He's 4-2, and his interceptions have come down. So, yeah, I'll take Andy Dalton over Daniel Jones. I don't hate Daniel Jones,
right?
But I don't know. I feel like he's not the same quarterback ever since he had that hamstring injury. He's like a statue out there, and I don't think he's not good enough of a thrower to just be a statue. He needs his legs to run. Remember that Thursday night football versus the Eagles, 81 yards. He needs his legs. So
if he can run with the ball like a poor man's Josh Allen, it's going to be interesting. This game is a lot closer than it's tough to pick one. I'm going to go with the Giants though. If you make me pick a team, I'm going to go with the Giants. It's not like I mean, it's kind of a crazy pick.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Okay, so we right along. This other game right here also has implications for the number one seed, Seattle. With the Seattle win and a Packers loss, I think the Saints get that number one seed. We'll look into that at the very end, the playoff implications.
Yeah, we gotta look at the playoff scenarios.
Right. But Mofo says that. Okay, so Scary Terry's out for the Washington football team. It's a big loss.
Yeah,
we'll see. And Alex Smith's also pretty messed up, So.
Yeah, you can curse, dude. It don't matter, dude. We're not part of the nerd community.
I'm trying to clean it up because I've been watching the past podcast or shows that I do on your thing, and I'm F this, F that.
It's okay.
All right. Okay. So Mr. Russell Wilson, man, he started off really well in the year, kind of went down a little bit, but the last weeks, man, he's been turning it on. The offensive line is still a shit show. The defense is playing better for Seattle. This is a team that is kind of on the rise going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I still have some question about the offensive line, and then the defense has gotten better with Carlos Dunlap and Jamal Adams. But I mean, it's weird because they won the division, and the Rams are by far the best team. I feel like on paper, but then the thing is that Russell Wilson's a much better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, but in the playoffs, I don't know. I feel like if they got to run into the Packers or the Saints, even Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they could be in trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have them like the fourth best team in the NFC. That's fair.
Yeah, I think. Fair. Yeah, they're fourth. Yeah.
So, like we're mentioning about this game has implications versus the Saints and the Panthers. That should be an easy game for the Saints to build on that. If they want to do anything in the playoffs, that's a pretty easy game for them to build off last week's win. The Saints defense, though, man, it's not that they've been giving up a lot of points the last 2 weeks in the NFL, right?
Kawhi Alexander's out with he's out for the season with a foot injury.
That's a massive loss, dude.
Yeah, massive. Yep, massive.
Because they got him from the Niners like November something, and he stepped it up a little bit. And yeah, he didn't play obviously last week because he was messed up. and he's not going to play anymore. So
he's done. Yeah,
man, the Saints, they're in trouble.
yeah,
They're in
because
trouble.
they're kind of like the Broncos of 2015, where they got a Hall of Famer quarterback, but he's not what he used to be. So they need that run and that defense to pick him up. And if that defense takes a step back with quite like you're gonna have to deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the damn Green Bay Packers, and it's gonna be shootouts. And if your defense can't get stops, it might be too much for Drew Brees at this point to try to outdo either Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, especially Aaron Rodgers. Well, both of them. It's amazing to me that Tom Brady's older, but it seems like he's in better shape than Drew Brees. It's amazing.
Yeah, bro. Drew Brees is really checked up. I think the UDA on here, welcome in, and he's saying that the Bucks, bro, all the way. Don't fade the goat, and he wants us to write it down. Okay, we'll write it down, bro, and we'll see how the Bucks do this year.
He's a big Tom Brady fan. UDA, he's a big Tom Brady fan.
I mean, it's not a bad player to be a fan of, bro. 6 rings. Cody Johnson says, what part did you hate about the 2020 minus more about Kobe? Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of parts about 2020, man, but the good thing is football's going, we got basketball going, bro, and baseball's going to come back, so.
Things are going back to normal slowly, you know. Yeah. And we'll hope this shit gets over with eventually.
Exactly. Colby mentioning that the Broncos are going to lose. Oh, he wants them to lose to get the better draft pick. Yeah, they're going up against the Raiders, bro. That's going to be a tough game, bro, because it's a divisional matchup. And I think both sides are going to come out to win the game. It's going to be interesting. That's a great game. That's a great game to watch. Even though it doesn't have any implications, that's a must-watch game for me because I like those teams. Like the NFC West, AFC West and shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
Mofo's got a comment from Mr. UD. He says he wants him to put a bet on it. All right.
You guys can bet if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know about the soul, but you can bet something. We're right along, bro. The Packers this week, Davante Adams, Mr. John Madden football franchise, they gave him a 99 rating. This guy, is it deserved? Is it overhyped? What do you think about that rating?
And it might be a 1-year thing. He's playing really good this year, but I mean, I think
it's not hurt, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. He's doing. I mean, every time I look at the stat sheet, he's got like 10, 11 catches. Nobody can cover him anymore. It's amazing. No, you got to give him credit. He does have Aaron Rodgers, you know, who's a top 3 quarterback. Who the fuck is texting me?
Happy New Year.
It's actually Blaise McCoy.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ, Blaise McCoy. No, I mean, you give him credit. You know, I think it does help. He's got a top 3 quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, but dude, like, I mean, the guy's unguardable. I mean, uncoverable. I mean, you got to give him some credit for getting open and catching them.
Yeah, they're going to take on the Bears. I think the spread on that one is the Bears are 5.5 dogs at home.
I don't know.
Vegas is saying it's going to be a close game, but I don't know. I kind of think Green Bay might win by a touchdown at least.
Because I think Rodgers is like 45 touchdowns, so he might want to get 5 to get 50 and then really clinch the MVP. So he might just come out.
Strong words, bro. 5 touchdowns. Whew.
He might tell LaFleur, let me see if I can get to 50 tonight and really ice up the damn MVP thing. So yeah.
Oh man.
Although he's a tough defense, Chicago, but still, I think he's gonna try. I think he's gonna try to go for it. He's gonna try to go for 50 because you know he's low. He got that competition with Mahomes. You know, and Mahomes had 50 in 2018, so he's gonna try to get 50 this year probably. They
became homies, the coach and the quarterback, bro. After starting off really,
a shaky start, but he could tell him, hey, you know what? Let me try to go for 50 tonight and really ice up that MVP conversation or trophy, whatever.
So these 2 quarterbacks are going to go to battle. Trubisky's been playing better of late, though. We got to hand him to that, bro, right? He started off really bad this year, but he's been playing better of late. Do you give the Bears any chance to win this game, or
no? I mean, unless
they rested Rodgers or some shit.
Unless LaFleur says, you know what, Rodgers, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, not a fucking MVP. So he takes them out in the third quarter, and it's a close game, and the Bears win it. That's only if they keep Rodgers in for the whole 60 minutes, I think Packers win.
Yeah, dude, look at those fucking stats, bro. 44 touchdowns, 5 picks, man. That's insane.
Yeah, it's
and I think on that primetime game versus the Titans, he threw his first pick like in 300 or something passing or some shit. That's something crazy.
I mean, it's going to be hard to get to 50 because, I mean, he's at 44, so I thought he was at 45, so he needs 6, so it's going to be hard. He's probably not going to get there.
Right.
But he's probably going to at least want to get 3 to get at 47, maybe at least. But, yeah, I mean, unless LaFleur says, sit down, dude, we got bigger fish to fry, I think the Packers win that game.
And then Mofo's got some news that we haven't even mentioned about the starting left tackle that he's done for the year.
Yeah, he's out for the year, yep.
I mean, he did miss a couple of games this year, I think. And they shuffled that offensive line around. But obviously, it's still a big fucking loss to that team.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anytime you lose either like your right tackle, your left tackle, or even your center, those are probably that could really – let's see how they do.
To the defense, I've seen teams overcome those type of injuries to the offensive line.
Overcame
Remember that
when they won the Super Bowl, left tackle Jason Peters went out and they overcame it.
Yep. And then I think Tom Brady lost starting offensive guard when they beat either the Rams or the Falcons. I mean, one of those years they beat them, he lost his starting offensive guard also, and then they still went on to win it all. But we'll see. Did you hear about the Vikings football player stat? Yeah, rest in peace to everyone right now that lost a loved one and all that shit, man.
His father died, yeah.
Kobe's asking if we're going to do the pick-em. Man, this is a tough week to do the pick-em just because
of all the different scenarios.
Well, I mean, do you want to do a pick-em of like the Rams and the Cards, right?
Games that matter. Yeah, like the Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Washington, stuff like that. Yeah, only some games.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it at the very end, and then you can just let me know which games. So right now on the screen right here, this is the playoffs right now, as if the season ended today. But like we're mentioning, like these games they can move a lot. So this, like, you could have the Washington football team all of a sudden out, and the Giants are in, and the Bears would be in if so the Packers they win, and if the Rams win, so Packers win, Rams win. Now the Bears at 8-8, they would be in the playoffs. Okay, and right, or if the Cowboys beat the Giants, and the Cards beat the Rams, then the Bears are out, and now you have that. So it's a lot of moving parts, but it's like lower tier teams, you know, like the tier 3, tier 4 teams are the ones that can be rolling around. The top teams are pretty much set to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas City. Cleveland's in no matter what, right? They're in even if they lose.
Yeah, Cleveland's in. The Ravens, I think there's a chance that they could not get in. I was reading, but that they should get in. AFC looks really more locked in.
I heard Tennessee might not get in either. If they lose to Houston and Indianapolis beats Jacksonville, I think Tennessee's not getting in either.
Okay, no, yeah, you're absolutely right because all those teams are 11-5 right now. Well, they would finish at 11-5.
I mean, you know, Indianapolis is going to beat Jacksonville. So the question is, can Houston play spoiler and beat Tennessee? Which I think they could because you saw Watt. He was so pissed after the performance for Cincinnati. So I wouldn't be surprised if he motivates the guys to win the game. We'll see, though.
Okay, I didn't even look at that one about the Colts not even clinching.
Yeah, if Indianapolis beats Jacksonville and Tennessee loses to Houston, Indianapolis gets in. And then Tennessee just needs to beat Houston.
Okay. So that's pretty much gonna do it. See, then we're just gonna do a little quick playoff preview.
Okay.
And then we can do the pick on a little bit after this.
Okay.
Let me just get the screen going right here. And if you want, just read the chat, bro, while I
see. I'm gonna go up though. Okay, up down. Dolphins out, Colts in, Rams in, 6th seed. And wait, how are the Rams gonna get in with that walk with no drift They got Jared Goff is out for the game. I don't know if the game. I don't think they're going to win with the backup quarterback. Bears get in. I don't know. Dalvin Cook, that, yeah. Did you hear about them? Okay, I read that already. Packer. Okay, dude, you actually read out the comments, I think. Are you guys going to do? Yeah, you. Packers Bears will be a nice game. Yeah, hopefully it is. You actually read out the comments.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the brackets right now. Obviously, the top teams are pretty much set, and then if the chat wants to, give us the 7 seeds and the 6 seeds, are more than welcome to give you guys input on here.
Yeah, the Rams defense will step up. Yeah, we'll see. Kyler Murray did not look that good versus, and he's got a leg injury, so maybe we'll see. He's also still dealing with Bears are right now in cards out. All right. Well, that'll be a huge W for the Rams if they pull it out without Jared Goff.
I hope they do. That way, it sends them a message, bro. Like, you got to get your shit together, bro. It's like you have like this nice car, and you can't even fucking like drive like for shit,
Yeah. They have. I mean, they have a hell of. I feel so. It's amazing. Those two guys, they're so fucking like good at like drawing plays. Sean McVay and Shanahan, and they don't have the quarterbacks. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, dude. Niners are a fucking great franchise too.
But they don't have. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Garoppolo. I got Big Ben winning the playoff game. Maybe one. We'll see. I think the week off will help them. We'll see. Like, you got to get Matt Ryan up to San Francisco.
Yes.
Then I don't know, Matt Stafford to the Rams.
I mean, I think Matt Ryan, that's going to be a tough one, because that's going to be a tough sell, because when it comes down to crunch time, who knows if it's the coach's fault or him messing with the plays, but
yeah. I think it's there's no way, like, every fucking coach he has. So Kyle Shanahan did not run the football, and now you got Raheem Morris not running the football. I think it's Ham. I think he switches to place of line of scrimmage. There's no way all these guys can be stupid enough to not run the football when you have a fucking plus lead. Yeah, these quarterbacks, they're stubborn as hell, man. They switch the plays at the line of scrimmage. That's why Carson Wentz, he was struggling too, because he wouldn't run the football. He wanted everything to be a pass.
That's one guy that's also in a lot of trouble in terms of his next team, right?
Yeah,
Haskins, bro. The people want Haskins all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm surprised people are actually interested in Dwayne Haskins. I was surprised. I thought he was on his way to McDonald's. I did not expect it. There appears to they haven't said exactly who, but apparently there's a few teams interested in the services of Dwayne Haskins for 2021. I was surprised
because of the possible, I don't know, like the potential, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Ron Rivera is a fantastic coach, but he's not really known for developing quarterbacks. So maybe a lot of teams are like, you know what? If we can put him with like a Sean McVay or a Kyle Shanahan, maybe we could get more out of him. I don't know. You know that guy who I feel is overrated as hell, and like the Josh McDaniels guy from the Patriots. Like,
I mean, we saw what happened with Denver. Maybe he got matured. Maybe he
But how come he can't develop Jared Stidham or even Cam Newton? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
It was all Tom Brady. Like, that was all Tom Brady. Josh McDaniels had nothing to do with that shit. It was all Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's good with veteran quarterbacks.
Well, Cam Newton isn't he a veteran?
Yeah, like really. It was good with Cam. They went with a whole different game plan mindset. They used them like as like this college fucking system, dude. And in the NFL, bro, you gotta throw the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think they could? They would probably do way better with Matthew Stafford?
Oh, of course, dude. No doubt.
What
no
about
doubt.
Carson Wentz? You think they can develop him, or you think they struggle with him too?
I think Stafford's been in a lot of wars. Right, Wentz has got more potential because he's younger.
Yeah.
So maybe you can mold him like that. Stafford though, he's had a lot of injuries. You know, he's been in a lot of battles.
Belichick rather have Stafford because he's proven and he could do it. Where Carson Wentz, he's like a 5-year veteran, but it's like starting the guy's like, I don't know, it's like he's a rookie because he's I don't know. I don't think he's that good. Like he would probably have like with Stafford. You know what? You have him start.
Okay. So right there on the screen, I'm filling out the teams. So we have in the AFC side the 5th, 6th, and 7th seeds left. So possible candidates is going to be your Miami Dolphins, your Cleveland Browns, your Baltimore Ravens, and your Colts. So one of those teams is going to be left out. Which team would you leave out of there, or the chat? If anyone wants to let us know of those possible teams, who would not make it? Miami.
Miami.
So yeah, so Miami, Ravens, Cleveland, or the Colts. You got to leave one of those teams out.
Probably Miami because of I don't know, either Miami or Indianapolis.
We'll leave Miami out because the loss to Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
And now they're going to go Tua. Buffalo's going to win that game, but the Colts need help, right? The Colts need help.
I was going to say that I don't think Tennessee's going to lose to Houston. That's a thing too. So it's either Indianapolis or Miami, one of those two.
I mean, yeah, the Texans have to win, right, against the Titans. Titans got smoked against the Packers last week, so
they're going to
might come up.
I feel like
go with Miami. It's rough,
and Tennessee's going to win it at the end.
Yeah, that could happen.
So then Indianapolis will, even if they beat Jacksonville, they're out.
Yeah, it's just like a.
Huh?
Yeah.
No. Indianapolis, like they don't deserve to be in. Honestly, after what happened last week, they lost that 17-point lead. They're stupid.
Yeah, against
Pittsburgh, yeah, who lost 2 in a row. Like, how do you? That was a terrible loss by Indianapolis last week. And I think Indianapolis, if they lose, it kind of wakes them up. Like, hey, we need to get a younger quarterback. If they win and then they go in the playoffs and win another one, they're like, oh, we can just do it with Phillip Rivers. You know what I mean? Where if they lose, it's gonna like, oh, okay, we got to go get a new quarterback now. This guy's just too old.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean.
All right, go for it.
So I guess Tampa Bay would be playing the Dallas or the Giants, dude.
Or Washington, one of those three. Tampa Bay's going to win no matter who they play.
And then these teams would be playing either the Bears, the Rams, or the Cards. So if you had to leave one team out between the Bears, Cardinals, and Rams, which would be the team that's not going to make it?
I say because of no Jared Goff, but
remember the Bears have to win against the Packers. Actually, no, they could lose. They could lose and they can still make it. Okay, so we'll go Bears in the 7th, and then Cards in the 6th.
Yeah, me too. I agree, and I don't see like if the backup was like a more like known name. Okay, but he playing the AFF. Like the fuck.
Mofo likes the Dolphins in that last playoff slot. Cody's gonna go with the Colts. Mofo says that the Bills can beat Miami and the Colts can beat the Jaguars. The Colts are in. Okay.
Oh really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
And Mofo thinks that the Bucks could be 1-and-done in that first game.
See, that's why he wanted to bet money with Ruben. See, that's why.
Ruben will be going crazy right now.
I don't know if he's still in here. Probably not.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that, dude, because this Tampa Bay team, they're hit and miss, dude. It's their first time together. We'll see. I don't know. I could see them, doing something dumb and losing that first game too. But we'll see.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have them out in the first game, but we'll see.
So let's keep going with that right there. So Tampa would go on, and they would face the Pack. Okay, so then Seattle versus Cardinals. Probably Seattle.
Yeah.
So what,
Seattle wins. Yeah.
and then Saints and the Bears, nice little win for the Saints. Or do
Yeah.
you think that Chicago can put up a fight?
Nah. I mean, unless they fucking defense goes crazy.
Yeah.
It can't be New Orleans. I'm not gonna mess around with that shit.
Yeah, Cody's also making a good point about the upsets in the playoffs. That's a great point, bro. Because these are just the favorites right
Well,
here.
if you remember, you and me went 0-4 last week in the wild card. We didn't know whether to shit or want to watch. Remember?
There was a lot of upsets in that wild card round, right?
So we'll see what happens.
Right, Mofo could be onto something with that opening, that one and done Tampa playoff, dude.
Yeah.
Especially if they play the Giants too. They got a good defense, that Giants team. So Dallas's defense is all right. But then Dalton's been playing better.
Yeah, because Dallas, they low key being like shitty ass teams like Philadelphia, Cincinnati, and Washington. Like they all kind of like stink.
Right.
Now, I mean, Giants kind of stink too, but I think the Giants
also
defense and the Eagles.
Yeah. If for some reason if the Giants were to somehow get in there, Tampa Bay would have to go play in New York in that fucking cold ass weather. Brady is used to it, right? But the team that he has, they're not used to playing that kind of weather.
Exactly.
So that could be a little bit of trouble. Okay, going on to the AFC side, Bills Miami.
No, Buffalo.
What about Steelers and Ravens? Is that your upset right there? The Ravens.
See, they beat them twice, but the second time it wasn't really fair because they had a bunch of backups with the coronavirus situation. I'll go with the Ravens. They're playing better football right now.
Yeah, Big Ben's messed up, man. I don't think he's going to be able to beat the Ravens, especially if Lamar Jackson starts running all over the field on them.
Lamar Jackson has been fantastic, like ever since he came back from the coronavirus. He's been fantastic.
Pittsburgh's lost their 3 starting linebackers for a while now, so they're depleted.
And
so
they have
the offensive line cannot open up any blocking for their running game.
Their offense is like so limited. It's like you have no running game and you have no deep ball threat. It's like
it's because they're so concerned with protecting Big Ben that they don't even care about running the ball.
It's a bunch of fucking slants and under crap stuff.
The Browns were healthy against this,
8 men on the box and like fucking just you don't even have to worry about your safeties having to like protect the top. They don't even throw deep.
Buffalo likes Packers versus Dallas in that one, and Seattle versus the Saints. All right, I like that too. And he likes Bills versus Ravens, Chiefs versus Browns. Okay, yeah. See, like that Browns, they could do something there if they get their pieces back. Because does Derrick Henry scare you right now? Maybe he's saving himself for this game. Because the way he's been running the last couple of weeks, bro, he's not lowering the shoulder anymore. He's just like taking what the defense gives him, and that you're done. You know, like a couple hits, and he doesn't really fight for extra yardage.
He's probably
like how he did last year.
He's probably beat up. Yeah, I mean, fucking the rookie AJ Dillon outperformed him on Sunday. He did a much better job. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's starting to wear down. That's how running backs are. You know, 5-7 years and then they're fried.
And even the wide receiver's also a little bit hurt too. Brown.
AJ Brown.
She's a little bit banged up. They're going to need Ryan Tannehill to run the ball, like 60, 70, 80 yards in this game. Throw it for like 250, especially if Baker gets confidence and he gets going. They need to have their team back though. They need to have those pieces back that they're missing. Because if not, they won't beat the Titans. They got to get the wide receivers back. Right?
Yeah, for sure got to get the wide receivers. They got to get the offensive linemen back, the wide receivers back. Yeah, I mean, you know how bad it was when they lost to the Jets. I mean, I would be really worried about that if I was a Cleveland fan. That you couldn't even beat the Jets. So you definitely got to get your Jarvis Landry and everybody else back.
Okay. So moving right along, AFC divisional Chiefs Browns. Chiefs could play anyone right there, right? Are you concerned with the Chiefs right now that 7 games in a row they haven't covered the spread or whatever? Last week against the Falcons, they had that really shitty game.
Yeah,
Are you concerned with them, or do you think they're just like going through the motions?
They might, yeah, they could. I feel like Andy Reid should just be experimenting new plays for for the playoffs, what worked, what doesn't work. Because I don't buy it that they only score 17 versus Atlanta. Like, I just don't buy that. I think they're just fucking messing around too much. And I think if they really need to win that game, they can put up 30. Because look, they put up 30 versus New Orleans, and then the next week you turn around and you put only 17 versus Atlanta. I feel like
you're right, bro. You're onto something because Mahomes is in the MVP race with Aaron Rodgers, and in that Falcons game, he was like a game manager a little bit. Like, I don't know if Reed took the ball out of his hands to like save him, like not get him, because Mahomes, he's gonna try to win at any cost, right? So it could be that. It could be the Chiefs completely different game plan.
The thing that they do have I would be worried about is they got to get the running back healthy. The kid, what's his name? Edwards-Helaire.
The rookie.
Back. They got to get him back. That's the only thing I will say that they I think they missed them on Sunday a little bit. They got to get Edwards-Helaire back.
They're not used to Le'Veon Bell style, because you know how he really waits and he waits and he waits to hit the gap. I think the offensive line is not really in the same page with them.
Yeah.
But who knows? As it goes along, maybe like they'll get in more rhythm, and we can see Le'Veon Bell have a classic, old school Pittsburgh type of football game. But,
yeah, we'll see. Maybe. But yeah,
Buffalo likes to
get Edwards-Helaire back too.
So Bills and Ravens. Are you going to go against the hot hand right now in the NFL? Everyone's
I'm gonna go
in love with Josh Allen and the Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think.
Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna go with the Bills too, bro.
I don't trust Lamar Jackson that much in the playoffs. I feel like he's like the Giannis Antetokounmpo of the NFL, where he's fantastic, but if you really like have time to like really strategize for him, I think you can beat him.
I don't think they're built, the Ravens, in terms of wide receivers and tight end to put up a lot of points. Because what if the Bills do a classic Bills game and they just don't stop scoring, right? Score. The Ravens, I don't think the wide receivers are built to do that, to have that kind of a game.
Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo.
They drop a lot of passes,
but I'll take Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty funny how we know a lot of what ifs and a lot of whatnots in that wild card round. There could be a lot of upsets too, right?
Yeah.
But just to get to this matchup, it's interesting because I think this is probably going to happen. Hopefully it does, right? But I think it's a good chance we get Chiefs and Bills in the AFC Championship game. So moving right along to that NFC side, NFC divisional, Packers, Tampa. If Tampa were able to beat Dallas and the Giants, another tough game against Green Bay in that field. Man, Packers all the way, right?
Yeah, I like the Packers. I was really impressed with the way they play versus Tennessee.
Cody Johnson's got some news about the Trask kid that he's going to leave Florida and he's going to go to the NFL. Oof, all right.
We'll see how he goes.
Is he a future Denver Broncos CE?
Maybe he might drop down. I mean, if you're a Broncos fan, you know, or maybe Patriots, whatever, you're excited because he might drop down.
Patriots.
He had last night. He had a terrible
performance. Could be a Patriot, bro. Yeah.
Patriots are 15. I don't know if he'll be there, but I thought that out of the 5 prospects, he was probably the worst. But now I definitely know he's the worst. I mean, I got to see a little bit more of Trey Lance. But right now I got Trevor Lawrence first, Zach Wilson second. I'll put Justin Herbert third, I guess. Justin Fields. And then Trey Lance, and then last Trask. But
what about the Alabama quarterback? Where would you slide him?
Oh,
number 6?
Mac Jones?
Yeah.
I guess. I'm not. Yeah, I know you're too high. I don't know. I'm not.
He's probably like the 5th, 6th best quarterback. Yeah.
So it's weird because you think Mac Jones has a chance to be better than Tua Tagovailoa?
I think Tui has the gift of speed, but I don't know, bro. Those Alabama quarterbacks, they're tough to really analyze because of the way Alabama runs their football team. It's all about the offensive line, right?
Dude, I feel like Jalen Hurts. You remember Jalen Hurts used to be in Alabama, and he got benched for Tua Tagovailoa, and he had a transfer to Oklahoma. And so far, I feel he looks better than Tua Tagovailoa in the NFL. I don't know.
Yeah. It could have been because Hurts wanted to throw the ball, and Tua was like that system dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Tua was like the company man, and Jalen was like, I want to improve my stuff. mean, we don't know like what happens behind the scene, right?
Yeah.
Um, but Tua, he did play good in Alabama. He had some good throws, but they used him a lot, bro. Like Saban ran him hard. Saban ran him hard, dude. Right?
He might have. I mean, he kind of reminds me of RG3, where like he got so burned out in college that I don't even know if he has enough gas in the tank for an NFL career. Like, I don't know. 2 broken ankles, I think. The hip injury. I don't know. He might just be wearing out at this point.
I mean, yeah. All right, going back right here to real quickly. Seattle Saints NFC divisional game. Mofo's going with Seattle in this one. I'm gonna go with the Saints, bro. But this is a dangerous, risky pick because Seattle could fucking win. Only saving grace for the Saints is the game's in their stadium, right? So
the only thing you got is that damn dome because there's no fans.
Yeah, no, there's no fans. No, but I mean, they like playing in that dome. Like they have really, right?
Yeah.
The defense might do something here, but it's a tough. That's a risky pick. It could be either or Seattle or the Saints. Right?
I don't think Seattle's good enough to beat the Saints, especially at New Orleans. So I'll take the Saints too.
Okay. And then whoever wins that fucking game, they're gonna go to Lambeau Field. Holy shit! They're gonna say a prayer. I don't know, like some miracle. It's just the Packers' year, bro, to an NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has choked, right? He has 4 NFC Championship games and he's lost 3. So obviously that's going to be playing in his mind. But the NFC's down this year, right? They're like the team is the competition is not. It's not San Francisco 49ers from last year, right? These teams are. I mean, this is their year, bro. Like he has to come through here. Like he cannot lose the NFC Championship game and go 1-4. He can't.
Yeah, you're looking at Donovan McNabb territory. And plus, usually he plays these games on the road, right? Even the one he won in 2011, it was in What was it? It was in. I don't even remember how they played.
He beat Chicago, I think. That's who he beat.
He beat Chicago, Philadelphia. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the game that Jay Cutler got hurt. Supposedly, remember something happened to Jay Cutler. Okay, so he's won every game, almost every. Has he ever played an NFC Championship game in Lambeau? I don't think so. This will be the first one.
That's a good one, bro. I didn't look into that in depth, but that's a good point. We gotta look into that.
In 2016, he lost to Atlanta. And then last year, San Francisco. And then I think 2014, I think that was also in Seattle. So, yeah, okay. I think every game all 4 of them have been in the on the road. So this would be the first time he plays it at home. So that would be fantastic.
Awesome. I like that. That makes my Packers pick a little bit more solid. I'm going to wait to make this an official pick. I want to see how the seeding ends at the end of the regular season. And then we're going to do an official bracket playoff picks, and we'll have everyone in the chat do their own picks, and then we can see who was the best one. Because the wild card round, I think, is going to be crazy. That's going to be a lot of upsets in there. And
yeah,
it could be a shit show. But all right, going back to the Chiefs and the Bills, does Josh Allen have what it takes to go into Arrowhead and beat Mr. Patrick Mahomes? So this year, I think Travis Kelce and Mahomes, going back to that Madden shit, they were also 99 ratings this year, right? So does Josh Allen have what it takes to go into fucking Arrowhead and knock off 2 99 players, according to John Madden Football?
Jesus Christ. I mean, everybody has them as a chosen one. So if somebody were to be the Kansas City Chiefs, I like their defense better, actually. The Bills, I think it's possible, but a lot of it, we have to see how the Chiefs play that first game, whoever they play, and then maybe go with that. Yeah. Because if the Chiefs barely escape in the second round, maybe that I'm like, okay, that they're gonna if the Bills win easily their first 2, and then struggles in that divisional round, I'm like, okay, maybe it's possible. I think it's one of those where right now I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. But ask me again in about 3 weeks, I might have a different answer. I got to see how both teams play in the playoffs.
Okay, Mofo likes Packers versus Bills, Packers Super Bowl champs. Yeah, that's a great pick too, man. If that could be the reason why That could be the way that Rodgers wins the Super Bowl. Because if it's Chiefs and Packers, I mean, Mahomes is going to repeat, dude. Right?
I mean, that's gonna be some fucking LeBron James, Kevin Durant type shit, and that would be a historic Super Bowl though. I would be excited. We've never gotten. We're probably never gonna get it now unless Tom Brady goes back to the AFC. We're never gonna get a Tom Brady Rodgers. So let's at least get a Patrick Mahomes Rodgers one.
My only problem with this pick is like this is like saying Dodgers versus Yankees World Series, right? It's such a public pick. It's like that's my only issue with it. But this year in the NFL, I mean, I went to like the Rams, I went to like all the Saints because I just had trouble picking like this matchup. Like the
last year Kansas City was 2, right? Baltimore was 1. I think right. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Ravens got knocked off by the Titans. So you're right.
Yeah. So it was the 2 versus the 1, and then the 2-1. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this year we could get the 1 versus 1 because they're resting and everyone else is going to play. So we don't know if the Bills can get an injury against the Dolphins or the fucking Saints could get hurt against the Bears, right? They have that extra game in there, and I think it's going to be a massive advantage to that number 1 seed, dude. Because we don't know what kind of shape Seattle and the Saints might walk into the championship game.
Yeah,
because they have that extra, and then playoff games they're fucking crazy, bro. Like a lot of injuries and a lot of hits. Okay, so if it comes down to Chiefs versus Packers, who would you go with to win it all, bro? Would you go with fucking Aaron Rodgers or my homeboy? That's a tough pick.
It's tough. I mean,
who knows? Yeah, let's wait on that because we don't even know what it's going to look like when we get there.
I mean, the thing I would say is that Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan lost. So Matt LaFleur, he's kind of like in that same, era. It would mean I don't, if Sean McVay and Shanahan lost, I think but then again, they have a much better quarterback though. That's the thing. Matt Ryan and Jimmy Garoppolo, where Matt LaFleur has a much better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Andy Reid's got out. You're going up against Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, right?
I'll give the coaching advantage to See, that's the thing.
And then the roster on the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Bro, sorry, go for it.
They have the quarterbacks are like right here. Quarterbacks, obviously. But I would definitely give the coaching advantage to Kansas City. Definitely. And and that's the thing where none of these two teams are fantastic defensively, but if I have to choose, I'll probably give the Packers the edge defensively, I guess.
I mean, they played really well last week against Titans. Okay, but they've in some games this year, they've also looked a little bit shaky, that defense, right? In a Super Bowl, that the Honey Badger could go crazy. What's that dude on the defensive line? Gave him a bunch of money, Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, these dudes can come through in that Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On paper, the Chiefs have a much better roster than the Packers. So this is insane. Like the Chiefs to repeat as Super Bowl champions. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes down there.
2002, 2004, when the Patriots beat the Panthers and the Eagles.
Mofo likes the Packers, bro. He likes the Packers to beat the Chiefs. I mean, it would be like that Russell Wilson when he beat Peyton and then he lost to Brady the next year, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, exactly. That's the only team that. No, well, the Patriots also made the Patriots made 3 in a row. They won. They beat Atlanta in 51, and then 52 to Philadelphia, and then 53 they beat LA.
But yeah, they didn't repeat. Did they repeat in 03, 04?
Yeah, they in 03 they beat Carolina, in 03 they beat Philadelphia.
Okay, so man, Mahomes, dude, that guy is running. He's going for legacy, dude. I wouldn't try to get in his way right now, man. I know the Chiefs are down, and we talked about it already, but we'll see how this shit goes down the playoffs, dude. We'll see. All right, so
Aaron Rodgers is gonna be like, wait a minute, dude. I want to get number 2. Like that, he's gonna be motivated too. It'll be a good game, man. It'll be a hell
yeah. It'll be a classic. Yeah. And I hope it happens, bro, because in terms of entertainment, Super Bowl, Americana. Everyone loves the Super Bowl. It'd be a fucking awesome game to watch,
Like
dude.
for me, like I think for this shit, Buffalo's a nice story, but I'm not sure about Josh Allen. I don't think he's box office yet. Not yet. Maybe in the future. So I think
They have to win a playoff game too,
yeah,
though.
it has to be Mahomes for the AFC. Mahomes for it to really be box office sensation. But then in the NFC, you have three choices. Give me Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Give me Mahomes versus Drew Brees. Give me Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. I would take one of those three.
Welcome in, Colton. How you doing, bro? He likes the Bills and the Packers to
all right
in the Super Bowl. I mean, if they need injuries, the Chiefs have to be depleted a little bit, right? Who knows, bro? Like, what if Kelsey goes down in that Browns game, and then now you're fucking playing field?
Yeah, but we can't get we're not gonna predict anything.
Yeah, we're just going off of a full healthy roster.
Right? They would say in baseball now our wheels are spinning too much. We can,
man. Talking about baseball, bro. Fucking Blake Snell's a Padre, man. That shit's crazy.
And so is you, Darvish.
That's fucking insane, dude.
What do you think? For sure, playoffs in the wild card, right?
Oh, dude. I mean, I don't even know what to think right now because remember the Diamondbacks way back in the day, how they got Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling,
and they won in 2001.
Obviously, Blake Snell and Yu Darvish, they're not even, don't even talk about Hall of Fame dudes, but it kind of reminds me of that move where they got these two fucking aces out of nowhere on a random ass team, like the fucking Diamondbacks, bro, like random ass team, and then they got these two fucking aces, right? And now the Padres, random ass team, they have some nice pieces, but they don't have like the Dodgers have fucking, Bellinger, Mookie Betts, bro,
The Diamondbacks, were they as good as the Padres offensively? I know they had Luis Gonzalez. Who else do they have? Luis Gonzalez.
No, they had a veteran team. They had a veteran ball club. They had like Mark Grace. They had like some veteran dudes. Luis Gonzalez was their only like real power hitter they had.
Yeah, so the Padres have even a better team offensively than the Diamonds had it back in 2001.
Right, but that's like a whole different era of baseball. My point of like the Dodgers and the Padres, the Dodgers still have really top level dudes in Bellinger and Mookie, right? Those are top shelf players.
They're saying that they're gonna answer that by getting LeMahieu, the Dodgers. That's what I've heard.
Oof, man, I think that would be a really bad move to get LeMahieu. I think it's like more money, more problems.
We'll see.
Because remember. Oh, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think the Dodgers just got to hold down the fort because they're gonna pay David Price like $30 million or some shit like that. They gotta pay Kenley Jansen like $20 million, Kershaw $30 million. So the last thing you want if you're a Dodgers fan is to be like the Yankees and the Red Sox of like the 2010s and shit, where the Yankees spent all that fucking money for one ring, but the Red Sox they build the team up, and they just smoke the Yankees every single year, right? How many championships did the Red Sox win?
Like in the last 15 years, going back to 2004, they've won what? 2004, 2007, 2013, 2008. They've won four. So in the last 15 years, they've won 4 rings. The Red Sox, where the Yankees, in those same 15 years, they've only won 1, 2009.
That's why if you're a Dodger fan, it'd be dangerous to go into that LeMahieu territory because you're going to end up like Jacoby Ellsbury, bro. Like undersized, older hitters, I mean, they don't really fare well in baseball. Like older hitters do well in baseball, but they're fucking, 6'4", fucking Nelson Cruz and shit, you know what I mean? Big ass fucking guys, not utility second baseman.
But to be fair, you were kind of low on Mookie Betts going to the Dodgers. You told me he would struggle. Mm-hmm. So far, looking good. I mean, it's only 1 year. Oh, yeah. What do you think? I
was completely wrong with Mookie.
Do you? But now it's 13 years, right? Or 10, whatever it is. Do you think like how many? Do you think eventually he's going to burn out? Obviously, or do you think he'll at least?
The thing with Mookie is he could do it because of his genetics. Like, maybe think about how great Ricky Henderson was. He never lost speed, right?
Yeah.
Jacoby Ellsbury and Pedroia, a different genetic makeup, right? So maybe Mookie he could last more years and he could do it because he's also a small dude, right? Um,
Ellsbury wasn't as nowhere as small as Dustin Pedroia and Mookie Betts.
I think they overpaid, obviously for Mookie, definitely, but they got the ring. They
Yeah,
hadn't had a ring since 1988, and you're talking about probably like the premier baseball franchise, one of the like the premier baseball franchises, right? The fucking Giants were the California team winning all those rings. Um, so the Dodgers, they had to do it. They had to pull the trigger if he was available, but the Red Sox might have got off in the long run.
yeah,
Unloading price,
and I think the Red Sox
unloading price, dude.
because they saw what happened with Pedroia. They saw what happened with Ellsbury, even though it was the Yankees, but still,
Right.
yeah. I mean, there's no reason they let him go. I mean, at least
I think it was more about unloading David Price's contract, and they they had to get it. They had to do it some way or another, and they gave away Mookie in the process. It's gonna come back and bite them in the ass, no doubt. But that Price contract, whew,
what amazes me about the Red Sox is that like the Patriots, right? It's Bill Belichick, where these guys they switch managers. So they won the first two rings with Terry Francona. Then in 2013 they won with John Farrell, and then in 2018 they won with Alex Cora. They switched the managers, and even the front office. I think the first two in 2007 was with Theo Epstein, and then the one in 13 and was with Dave Groskowski, what the hell his name is, that old guy. And it's amazing how they even switch managers and general managers, and they still win championships. It's amazing.
It was that Dodgers World Series when they faced the Red Sox. That was the Dodgers World Series to win, bro. Because who was the MVP of the Red Sox? It was
It was that one guy, a jobber.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I mean,
I forgot his name, but
maybe Gracie Mofo knows since he was heartbroken by it. Yeah, it was some jobber who I think at one point was not even playing during the season. He got released, and he ended up getting signed in the year by the Red Sox. It was something Pierce, because they did something about Paul Pierce. So it was something. I can't remember exactly, but Pierce something
like that.
I think the last name was Pierce.
But yeah, dude, it's gonna be Padres, it's gonna be Dodgers, it's gonna be Atlanta Braves. Those are probably gonna be your top three teams in the National League, right? It's gonna be a lot easier in baseball to kind of see what's going on.
Pierce, I believe it was Steven Pierce.
Ah, yeah, he's right, bro. They did cheat, so because they had Alex Cora, I forgot about that shit. Okay.
That's right. But still, let's give him credit with Terry Francona and in 2004, 2007, and then 2013 with John Farrell. At least, 3 out of the 3, were won. Let's give them credit.
Definitely. And then in the American League this year, man, like there's just a couple teams, right? Like the White Sox. Dude. The White Sox and the Yankees.
Yeah, that's what people are starting to say now. With Tampa Bay unloading, they're saying, is it going to be White Sox and Yankees? That's crazy.
That's what it's going to be, dude. Unless the White Sox choke completely, but they're not going to choke, bro, because La Russa's going to come back. La Russa's he's an OG, man. He's going to have that clubhouse fired up, ready to play ball. I like the White Sox. I like the Yankees. It's probably going to be the Yankees, right? Because it's the fucking Yankees.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to beat the Yankees right away. Unless their pitch is just too good. They're saying that they might Masahiro Takanaka is saying he might go back to Japan. So if they lose him, they could be in trouble.
Mofo says that Boston has a history with cheating.
Yeah, they kind of do. No, but I'll give them credit. I haven't heard anything about 2004, 2007, and 2013. I think the 2013 was a psychological one. I don't know how do you say that word. And because of the bombing that happened, it was like the 9/11 with when the Yankees made it and won. But still, they won it.
This is the Yankees. This is the Yankees year, bro. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a Caputo sighting or a Popo Sports, because this is their fucking year, dude. I don't know why they should be going crazy right now, because this is the Yankees year.
Yeah, they should be going crazy with the trade of Blake Snell.
And Charlie Morton, dude, he's fucking gone too.
Charlie Morton out in Atlanta and Blake Snell out in San Diego. They're out of the division. Yeah, I don't know. Michael Caputo, I don't know where the hell he's at. Pope, I see him sometimes doing videos, but I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys are out there, Caputo or Pope, let's do a preview for MLB, bro, because we're gonna be.
Let's wait until we got to see where Realmuto and Trevor Bauer go first. Let's focus. Yeah, I think it's too early, but maybe like in February, March.
Okay. I mean, man, they're lucky bastards. The team's gonna go to the World Series, bro.
Yeah.
Lucky motherfuckers.
I dropped the ball because, I did a good job picking the Eagles. I think they've only won one Super Bowl, but I think they're a winning franchise. At least they compete every year. Same thing with the Lakers, obviously. And I dropped the ball because I got so caught up in the White Sox Cubs rivalry when I lived in Chicago. I should have probably picked the Yankees or the Dodgers. And I dropped the ball with my
He's got an interesting point about a team that we haven't talked about, dude, the Astros.
The Astros, but they might lose George Springer.
They have good pitching, but I don't know if they have enough to beat the New York Yankees team. They'll be in the playoffs, no doubt. Yankees, they got a lot of hitting, dude. They got a lot of fucking hitting on that team.
That guy's gonna come back though. The Cuban kid, Alvarez, Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah, Jordan's back. They got Christian Javier taking a step up. Verlander's done. Is he gonna come back or is he done? What's up with Verlander?
That's like a 18-month injury. He's probably won't be back until 2022.
And then Severino's coming back for the Yanks, bro. So that's another fucking number 3 and number 2.
What the Yankees do with Masahiro Takanaka? Are they gonna resign him or not?
They got to resign him if they want to.
I read an article that there's negotiations going on with a team back in Japan, so we'll see.
And Mofo makes a great point, bro, because you're right. That's the way that the Yankees could choke it all, dude. If they start fucking what's that injury that Judge had or Tan had? This fucking ass hurt.
They have oblique injuries or strains in their leg, calf strains. They give a milk or something.
If Stan starts doing that fucking injury shit, yeah, they're fucking done, dude. They have to stack up.
They'll definitely be on the BL1s at least. Both of those.
They gotta sack up and
strain calf. Yeah. I think it's because of their size. I feel like they're so big that they kind of I don't know. I feel it's too much, especially Judge. It feels like too much weight for his legs. I feel Judge. It is. Judge might have to either go to DH or play first base. I don't think he's gonna have a long career out there in the outfield. He's just too big to run around.
Those two dudes are trying to do baseball how it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Baseball now, you don't have to be that big to hit a home run because I don't know if the balls, if the baseballs are they say they make them tighten, they make them like a golf ball now. They tighten the baseball up so much that it's kind of like a golf ball a little bit. So if you get a little bit of good contact on it, that shit fucking flies, right? Yeah. So they need to be more like you're mentioning, athletic, limber, stretch and shit, not lift so much fucking power because you don't got to be like that anymore with the way that baseball is now.
Judge is just a big boy, and he's really good, but he gets a lot.
But we'll see, dude. We'll see how this shit goes down in MLB. That's pretty much going to do it, C, for the NFL preview. Want to wish everyone a happy New Year's. It's probably half an hour away in the East Coast time. Yeah. Mofo, happy New Year's, bro. Hope everything's going good. Hope you have a good 2021.
Everybody.
Mr. C Sports Show, hope you also have a good 2021.
You, man, you
and
too.
Everyone watching, dude. Let's just focus on the positives.
Better for sure, I think we'll see. But I'm not, let's be realistic. This virus is not going to go away at midnight tonight. Probably going to have to deal with it. But hopefully by the summer, things are back to normal, or at least a little bit back to normal. That's what we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Thank God we have NFL playoffs coming up, and the NBA is going to get a bit better after the football season's done.
We got sports. I think we're back to normal. You know, this is December. We got the NFL playoffs about to come. We got NBA. I mean, we're normal now. I mean, I'm still hoping that baseball starts on time, and so I think we're like. I mean, basketball is going to end instead of ending in June. It's going to end in July, but whatever. But I mean, yeah, I mean, this is normal right now. If normal time, it would be football season and basketball season.
Mofos says that can't wait for you to like cut a promo on Chad Green.
Dude, I'm gonna start calling games soon, guys. I actually got off the phone a few hours ago with DirecTV, and I ordered NBA League Pass.
Balling.
I'm gonna focus on the shitty ass teams because if I call like Lakers and all those big teams, I'm gonna get killed by the bigger streamers. But I'm gonna focus on like the shitty ass teams, and we'll see how that goes. Because I feel like I'm gonna get killed if I have to if I do like a Lakers game, like Bad Dog, Sports Fury, Surf from the Sex, they're gonna kill me. So I gotta stay away from those.
Cares, bro. You're the CE Sports Show. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, I got you.
Sometimes I want to watch those big games with my father too.
Hell yeah. All right, man. So we're gonna get out of here. Everyone, peace and take care. Later.
Have a good night, everybody.